Hello everybody, I have the box. It is a Lego box. I have Legos. I actually bought from the Lego store because I was like, okay, you know what? I want to work on some displays. So this is one of the Disney Princess sets. It's the sort of Mulan and Jasmine set, but yeah, it's at the front of the Dragon Castle and the palace rather, and this sort of weird thing here. I'm not sure what that's exactly supposed to be, like maybe like the part of a shrine or something. But that would probably eventually get built to a full sort of house or building. Something like that. But anyway, I was going to start doing a series of Kingdom Hearts related dioramas, hence the need for Agrabah Palace. Wow, I'm really not good at pointing at this, right? The Agrabah Palace carpet. So might be the only way of getting carpet. The horse, which I'm fairly certain is seen, at least seen in Kingdom Hearts 2. The tiger, I don't think is seen, but it might be good to see, interesting. I'm not actually sure if the tiger is seen in Kingdom Hearts, but any of the Kingdom Hearts series. I know Agrabah appears like multiple times in the series. There's a few other details, like there's the genie's lamp, there's a Jafar staff. I'm not sure if I have a Jafar at the moment, but I have ordered the minifigure version of Jasmine. And obviously I've got from the new minifigure set, I have got the Mulan. Those will be replaced with the actual minifigures. But there's the horse, which has a maneuverable head, which is interesting, and a decent saddle, which presumably means see, with a place for saddle, a very large plate piece, but actually very useful. Bag 1. Bag 2. And this is a 40-pound set, so a little bit on the expensive side for the amount of pieces that you get, but I guess it being Disney and having these exclusive animals, I guess is fine, I guess. It's weird also that the tiger, I can't remember the tiger's name has a pin in the top of his head for an accessory. And also, A can't pose his head from the other one. And B has this sort of gap for presumably rideability, I guess. I'm not sure if that guy ever gets written in any of the series. But yeah, that's the set. There's also Arendelle Castle, which is one of the more expensive ones. That will be something I pick up because that by itself is basically the Arendelle diorama from KH3. Literally just that, and maybe a big build of the big golem guy, or maybe the boss from that level. And then Rapunzel's Tower, which again is probably just a diorama by itself, honestly. Maybe like a micro build of the city in the sort of towards the back of the display of that area to show with the fireworks and whatnot. There's also a smaller Frozen set, which might help with the Arendelle Castle thing. There's Belle's Castle, the Beast's Castle. I would probably not get that one. I'd probably just get the stained glass window from that and the minifigs. Maybe some exclusive pieces, because in Kingdom Hearts 2, when it shows up, the castle is very much darker, looking more dour than this pretty princessy purple look. So I'd probably be doing that. Or I might even do Hollow Bastion for that one, rather than Beast's Castle. Because Hollow Bastion, I think, is just more Kingdom Heartsy. But yeah. That's that, I suppose. There's also a second set of instructions just for the Mulan build, which is interesting. And a sticker sheet, presumably for carpet. Interesting. But I will start building and get back to you in various stages. So we are back. We have the mini dolls built up, which is interesting. I might wind up taking the hair off of Jasmine and putting on the minifigure if it fits, because I think that hairpiece might actually fit into the one that Jasmine actually got. Same with Mulan's hairpiece. It's the only thing I really actually like out of the mini doll stuff is the hairpieces, since they're rubbery and a bit more detailed. and have things with accessory slots. They're actually pretty good, actually. The rest of it, I don't like because they just don't fit. They kind of stand out too much with other LEGO minifigures, especially if you have any female LEGO characters in there that are just minifigures rather than mini dolls. It's like, it looks jarring, to say the least. And they're also, I think, a little bit too uncannily tall. I'm pretty sure they're like slightly taller than me, which again is like, it looks weird, you know. But I think the slots on the horse should fit minifigures as well. If not, I might be able to place this with a normal saddle design for minifigures. Interestingly enough, the tiger actually uses 2 of these rather than 1 straight normal thing. And I think maybe an orange plate as well, as it's looking a bit hungry there. You know? But we'll be back. I'll probably build the Mulan bit first. It's the smaller bit. We'll be back in a second. And we're done. So first things first, we have a better version of a little cricket and a lantern, which we got kind of in the minifigure, but this is an actual lantern piece, which I think is quite unusual. A better version of the little guy in there. It's a different colored piece rather than the standard. Might even be glow in the dark, actually. Dim sum bowl is another interesting piece. Again, you get one spare. Always like these blossom pieces. This different variation of a carrot top piece. Glavia, the Glaviuses, who I think originally from Hercules, are just great. These chopstick looking pieces. I don't know what those were at first. There's a lot of interesting pieces in this, but here's the main build. This is another problem I have with mini dolls as well, is their feet are a bit wider than a stud, so they can't stand in some places that minifigures would be able to. But I think this is really cute. I think it's like a little dinner picnic spot or something. I like the little sakura blossom here. The shaping is just really nice. Getting some of these lantern pieces is nice, especially the curtain tassel looking pieces. That's an unusual piece. That's a double, that's a 2x4 with a double middle stud. This gets hidden away. This is a unique, relatively rare color, that sort of light yellow. There's a coin here, which is pretty interesting and weird. I don't know why there's a coin piece there, but there is, I guess. These roof pieces are relatively unique, shaped, and the pins that hold the lanterns in are relatively. I've never seen this before either. This little bit alone is actually a really nice parts pack. These pillars might be slightly taller than the average. Well, I'm not quite sure on that. I have to check. But yeah, there's a lot of very interesting parts here by itself. We'll go on to the next build. One thing I forgot to mention, you do actually get a couple pieces for the horse as well, to make it so it's not saddled, which is interesting. I just thought I'd point that out. Here is the build for carpet. Kind of basic, but it works. I wish they had sort of better pieces that could stand up properly. Since we know at least, I'm not sure in the movie itself, I don't think in our hearts at least, that carpet is animate and I guess sentient in some way. Magic carpet. Carpet understands some things. So that's the magic carpet. I think it's pretty cool. I guess it has like a right on it. Yeah. That's the carpet. So first of all, let's go with the extra pieces. So there's a standard pink gem. Pretty cool. I like any more of those. Hearts in gold. I'm not sure if these are new, but heart pieces. You know, I probably would even use it for like a JoJo thing, like a Dio mech or something. A flower. Flowers are always useful for various different garden builds. Get a couple of those to spare. One of these pins in red, which they're normally in blue, but red is actually, I think, a better color for these, actually. Maybe you could use it in an interesting way, or perhaps just a technique pin. These sort of pin-type pieces as well, instead of pin studs. These are useful. They're not particularly rare. I think in a lot of Ninjago sets they're there. A snake staff, presumably for Jafar, or at least reference in Jafar. I'm not sure if this is quite the same as the staff from the minifigure set. I don't think it is. There's a possible alternate option for the Jafar stat. I also fixed up the... That looks a bit better now, the Tiger Boy. And that is the main build itself, which is, I guess, big enough. Interesting point to note here, the balcony. This piece falls off. Yeah, the side pieces fall off really easily. They're only held by about 8 studs in total, which is not optimal. But, yeah, it would be nice to have some under base support, because it's like there's nothing under there. It would be nice to have another layer underneath to protect it from falling apart. Because this set kind of falls apart relatively easily. But the tree is very nice, especially just parts wide. It might be a new piece, relatively new. These domes are good. I've never seen this piece before. This is a new color possibly for this arch. These arches as well are really nice. Getting these balcony pieces in gold. Again, I think they've been done before, but it's a rare piece in general to get any of those. These little slopes. Various things, honestly. These pieces here are actually connected from the side by 1 by 2 by 2 jumper side plate thingies, side bricks, things like that. As cups in silver rather than in the usual yellow. There's also a croissant there for some reason. That might be a new version of the croissant with sort of hand-holdy bits. I'm not sure if that's a new version of that or a more recent version of that. But it is welcome, so that minifigures actually hold the things. The little bed chair thing is rather nice. That can actually remove. And this also uses those rounded top plates in blue, which I think might be a new peak color for that, or at least a rare one. Again, very welcomed. This gold plate here, gold rounded tile, is very welcomed. Again, I consider it being used as sort of Lucky Cat build or something. Just a really good parts pack in general. The expense isn't quite so bad when you realize like there are a lot of either rare, out of print for a while, like these in tan, I think have been not been printed for a long time. I don't think there might even be a new version of an old piece with a new mold, with like a better version of it. There's just a lot of interesting pieces here, and again, having these in rare colors, like teal, having decent tan pieces is nice. Having decent dark red pieces is nice. Yeah, it's just overall pretty good, and that will make the basis of a new diorama. At the moment, it'll probably just be that, and I'll add the minifigures that I have from Aladdin to it. I think I got a Jafar somewhere, and I'll pick up an Aladdin somewhere, and maybe a Genie, just to finish and round it off. Again, I don't really get like, yeah, it's a Disney princess set, but you forget there are other characters in Aladdin, right? You remember that part? Although seeing mini doll Aladdin might be a bit weird. Anyway, that is everything, including this sort of thing here. Pretty good set. Is it a little overpriced? A tiny bit, but I kind of understand it since there are some very large pieces in this. It's very interesting building techniques too, and a lot of minifigs, or minifig equivalent things. So animals and carpet and mini dolls. There's a lot here. To be fair, it's just basically 2 sets. It's basically a £7 set and a £30 set, effectively, in one. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video here. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this set and what you think of, I guess, the Disney lines in general. I think they're a bit disparaged in a sense. But I like this set. It's giving me some good vibes. And I will put this in my display at some point, and I shall see you guys soon. Goodbye, everybody.